They were more than kings. They were Dragonlords. For centuries, the Targaryens ruled Westeros, taming dragons and casting shadows over the lands they conquered. But even the greatest fires burn out. Their dynasty fell, consumed by its own flames. Their story is a tapestry of glory and madness, a lesson in power and the dangers of believing you're above the rules of men. Before Westeros, there was Valyria, a city of magic and might, ruled by Dragonlords. The Targaryens were just one family among many, not the most powerful. Their fate changed with Daenerys the Dreamer, who foresaw Valyria's destruction. Her father, Enar, believed her vision and led the family west, leaving Valyria behind. They settled on Dragonstone, a bleak island fortress at the edge of the world. 12 years later, the doom came. Valyria was destroyed in a single night of fire and storm. Of all the Dragonlords, only the Targaryens survived. On Dragonstone, they became the last keepers of dragon-taming secrets. For a century, they watched Westeros from afar, their dragons breeding in smoky caverns. The world changed, but the Targaryens waited. The blood of old Valyria ran in their veins, and their fire slept, waiting to be unleashed. They were no longer a minor house. They were the last of their kind. The kingdoms of Westeros squabbled, unaware of the storm gathering on Dragonstone. The Targaryens bided their time, ready for the one who would change everything. That one was coming. His name was Aegon. Aegon Targaryen was born on Dragonstone, with the blood of the dragon and the ambition to conquer. He saw not 7 kingdoms, but 1 realm to unite. With his sister wives, Visenya and Rhaenys, and 3 dragons, he set out to conquer Westeros. His true army flew on leathery wings. At the mouth of the Blackwater, he raised his banner, a red, 3-headed dragon. The lords of Westeros resisted, but dragonfire melted even the strongest stone. Harrenhal burned, its king and sons cooked alive. The message was clear: defy the dragon and you will burn. Some bent the knee. Others, like Argilac the Arrogant, fell in battle. The field of fire saw 40,000 men burned alive. Resistance crumbled. Torrhen Stark, the king in the north, knelt rather than see his people destroyed. The Vale was subdued by Visenya flying straight into the Eyrie. Only Dorne resisted, using guile and evasion. Aegon claimed 6 of the 7 kingdoms. The conquest was brutal, but it forged a new realm. The Age of the Dragon had begun. Westeros was united by fire and blood, and the Iron Throne awaited. With his conquest complete, Aegon needed a symbol, a throne forged from the swords of his enemies. Balerion's fire melted thousands of blades into a monstrous, jagged seat, the Iron Throne. It was ugly, uncomfortable, and dangerous. A king should never sit easy. The throne was a constant reminder. Power is won by force and held by fear. From this seat, Aegon and his descendants ruled for nearly 3 centuries. The Targaryens held the realm together, sometimes by diplomacy, more often by the threat of dragonfire. The Iron Throne became the ultimate prize, fueling betrayals and wars. It was a symbol of absolute authority and a curse that would haunt the family. The very thing that united the realm would one day tear the Targaryens apart. The Game of Thrones had truly begun. For a century, the Targaryens knew relative peace, until King Viserys I died. He named his daughter Rhaenyra as heir, but the realm split when his son Aegon II was crowned instead. The dance of the dragons began. Targaryen fought Targaryen, dragon fought dragon. The war was brutal, brother against brother, cousin against cousin. Dragons died, castles burned, and the land bled. Rhaenyra's son was murdered. Vengeance followed. The dragon population was decimated. Rhaenyra briefly took King's Landing, but was overthrown and fed to a dragon. Aegon II reclaimed the throne, broken and maimed, only to die soon after. Rhaenyra's son, Aegon III, became king, but the cost was immeasurable. The kingdom was in ruins, the family shattered, and the last dragons died. The magic faded. The Targaryens remained kings, but no longer gods. Their greatest power was lost. The seeds of their downfall were sown. The age of dragons was over. After the dance, the Targaryens ruled on, but without dragons, their power waned. Madness crept into the bloodline. Kings grew cruel or incompetent. The dynasty decayed from within. The final rot was Aerys Dysune, the Mad King. Paranoia and cruelty consumed him. He burned enemies alive and trusted no one. His son Rhaegar's affair with Lyanna Stark sparked outrage. Aerys's brutality, executing the Starks in horrific fashion, ignited rebellion. Robert Baratheon, Eddard Stark, and Jon Arryn united to overthrow the Targaryens. Rhaegar fell at the Trident. The royal army was defeated. Aerys planned to burn King's Landing with wildfire, but was slain by Jaime Lannister. The Targaryen Dynasty ended in fire and betrayal. The last heirs fled into exile. The Iron Throne passed to a new king. The age of dragons and silver kings was over. The world had changed forever. The Targaryen story is a lesson in ambition and hubris. Their belief in their own divinity brought both greatness and madness. Incest, prophecy, and the pursuit of power consumed them. The dance of the dragons was their self-destruction. No victors, only ruin. Their obsession with destiny blinded them to reality. The throne they forged became their funeral pyre. Those who fly too close to the sun are destined to fall. The last Targaryen king is dead. The dragons are gone, but their story endures. It's not just about magic. It's about power, ambition, and the fragility of greatness. Their saga is a mirror, reflecting the best and worst of humanity. Dynasties rise and fall. History is cyclical. The Iron Throne remains the ultimate symbol of power. Their legacy haunts Westeros, shaping the world that followed. The story of their return is one of hope and vengeance. The Targaryens matter because their tale is about the human heart in conflict with itself. They were neither pure villains nor heroes, just people with unimaginable power and tragic flaws. The dragon sleeps, but it never truly dies.